Anacharsis, the Barbarian sage. Greek parable. At the dawn of the ancient world, in the steppes by the Black Sea, where the earth echoed with the sound of hooves and the nomadic tribes succeeded one another, there was born a man whose name would forever remain at the crossroads of two worlds. The wild plains and the marble cities. His name was Anacharsis. He was the son of a Scythian king, heir to a warrior nation that valued freedom more than gold. But the soul of this young man did not seek glory on the battlefield. His heart was drawn to something else: reason, philosophy, wisdom. From a young age, he visited the Greek cities along the shores of the Black Sea. He was struck by how the Greeks built cities from stone, how they debated, how they revered their gods. He built a house among them, wore their clothing, spoke their language, and prayed to their gods. He became almost one of them, but not quite. For the Scythians, his life seemed like a betrayal. When Anacharsis held a feast in honor of the Greek gods, not in his house, but on his native steppe land, an arrow ended his journey. His own people thought he had forsaken his roots. Yet his wisdom survived the arrow. It is said that he was a student of Solon, the greatest of the Athenian legislators. He came to Solon's house, bringing with him the wind of the steppes and the sharpness of thought. And Solon accepted him. They became friends, the Greek and the Barbarian, the Philosopher and the nomad. Anacharsis astonished the Athenians. He spoke with an accent, but his thoughts cut like a blade. When they mocked him for his origins, he replied, "I am ashamed of my homeland, but the Greeks are a disgrace to theirs." His logic was as direct as a taut bowstring. When they pointed out that the Scythians lived in wagons, he responded, "Walls do not make a house, it is the people who do." And where one lives best is still up for debate. He observed Greek life with the cold clarity of a steppe dweller. Their ships, their wine, their assemblies. He was amazed. How could they condemn deceit and yet hold markets? How could they not love fights and yet cheer for the wrestlers? How could fools assert the propositions of the wise? On wine, he said that the first 3 cups brought pleasure, intoxication, and disgust. When asked how not to become a drunkard, he replied, "Look at the drunkards." His mind was as simple as truth itself, but as deep as the steppe horizon. When the Greeks asked him whether there were more living or dead, he answered with another question, "And what about those who are sailing?" He understood the world not as a series of rules, but as a stream of questions. Anacharsis said that law was like a spider's web. The weak get caught in it, the strong break through. Or like a rope across the road, the small crawl under it, the large step over it. In these metaphors, one could hear his entire people, his land, his truth. He was a stranger who understood the Greek soul better than many Greeks themselves. And because of this, the 7 sages would always turn to the 8th, the wild, the free, the Scythian. He reminded them that wisdom was not knowledge, but the perspective from the outside. And in this perspective was the wind of the steppes, the sun without a horizon, and the memory of arrows that fly from one's own. Subscribe to the channel to see how wisdom is born where it is least expected.